How are we doing today? Um, I am. Oh, wait, I forgot to do the stream thingy too. I keep forgetting to fix the stream information. It's okay. It's not. I'll just keep it pretty much the same, but I'll just change it to just chatting. Hello! How are we doing? I am not doing this to fish for compliments or whatever. Honestly, I was feeling pretty insecure and not feeling it today. And did not want to go live. You're doing good? That's so good to hear. But yeah, I didn't want to go live. Also, like, I just felt so, like, the last few days, I feel like I've been like, maybe I should just quit this thing. After a month off, and then, like, I did stream last week, it was good, but I was like, I don't know if this is really for me, and it kind of was like, got to the point where it was like getting a little sad. But I think we're okay, and I think we're back at it, and I am trying to. It's for you. I am trying to understand that, you know, this is fun, this is for me. And yes, if I were to want to, let's say, go further with this in terms of a career, that's okay. But it also takes time. Like, you know, like you don't get a degree in like a month or anything like that. It's like, you know, maybe once I'm way older, that's when everything will come up, and that's okay. You know, everyone has sometimes of a career change. I never thought that would be a thing for me, but sometimes career change is like what everyone needs. And with the way the world is going, a career change is okay. Also, you're allowed to love so many different things. Like with my ADHD, like I've always been like jack of all trades and a master of none. But I just like doing so many different things because it keeps me entertained. Things are different all the time, and like, yeah. Sorry, we're gonna start with a lot of yapping, and today's stream we are still gonna stick to like obviously a little bit of One Piece today, but to be honest, I'm like very I'm like I really want to play Valo today. I'm not gonna lie, and then I have like three or four fitnessy kind of videos I want to react to, so we can hang out and do that as well. Let me double check if Discover Connection has anything out, because that was such a good video last time. I really like their stuff, their work. Let me see here. Discover Connection. Also, I hope I do better, because I did get no new video. That's okay. This is tough. Whatever they're this challenge they're doing, it's tough. Why am I so anxious right now? Anyways, sometimes I just need to like get back into things. And then we're gonna learn how to play Lucy from the One Piece as well. And then if I don't feel like playing Valo for some reason, the other game option is gonna be Pokemon Champions. Honestly, I really like the game. I just haven't practiced, and it was just like so bad last time. So that's okay though. Just wanted to say thank you so much for all the followers, any resubscribers or who have used their primes, thank you. And then also just anyone who subscribed on YouTube or has watched on YouTube, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It helps me feel better about myself. Unfortunately, the numbers do a little bit. But yeah, I'm feeling ugly a little bit today, but it's okay. I didn't want to wear makeup. I'm just wearing some eyeliner. Just not feeling the makeup sometimes, and it is what it is. There's this piece of hair that's like sticking out. But anyways, we are gonna get into reacting like ASAP here. I do like chit-chatting a little bit, so sorry about that. But life is lifing, and it's really interesting. Like, honestly, Bipolar 2 is very interesting in the sense of last month I was in the dumps. I was in a low. It was bad. Like I could barely do anything, and now the contrast has been quite insane in the sense of like 2 days ago I'm feeling pretty good, like back to regular. And now I'm feeling pretty good as well. Just a little bit insecure, but that's okay. Like I feel energized for the most part and just like ready to roll and get things started and like feeling quite motivated to do things with my life. So that's really good. But yeah. Anyways, I guess that's it. And then we can let's start reacting here. Whew. Okay. Let's see. Don't know why I'm feeling anxious. Hopefully there's no echo. Let me know if there's any issues. I will address it ASAP. As soon. Oh no, my capture device is wrong. Wait. 1 second. We're just gonna change this. Sorry, 1 sec. Technical difficulties here. Capture device. There we go. Oops. My face is too big there. Oops. Okay. There we go. How's that look? Perfect. Okay. Chat is good there. Window capture. Perfect. Amazing. Okay. Looks great. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Let's get started here. So I tried every viral TikTok health hack. Will Tenney, I really like his stuff. If you haven't watched his stuff, it's really fun. He does a really good job with like health and wellness stuff. I don't think he actually like trains anyone, and that's interesting, which is like fine. But he like really looks into like what professionals and what they have to say too. But he just tries a lot of things, and he's super jacked, and he's super funny, and yeah, his stuff's really fun. So I would honestly subscribe to him. He's great. I might actually no, all the other videos are pretty good too, not gonna lie. Okay, we're gonna get started. I need to turn up the volume, and let's go.
34 million TikToks get uploaded every single day, and most of them are pretty bad. But some of them are life hacks that are supposed to be life-changing.
Yo, that's actually kind of sick. That's kind of cool, right?
So for the next 24 hours, I'm going to be putting the most popular ones to the test to see if they can improve my life and yours, or if they're just a complete waste of time.
This is a good
Starting
intro.
with the viral Korean rice face mask.
My 63-years-old mom always says true beauty starts in the kitchen. Today we're making
Yeah,
the viral
we
Korean
should try
rice
that.
mask. Cook the rice until it reaches this creamy porridge-like consistency. Put the cooked rice into a blender, blend until silky smooth, and add 1 tablespoon of raw honey.
I could see this working because like even just raw rice and like in hot water, like I used to like kind of put my face like not in it, but like just have the what's it called? You know, the you know, when it comes up. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. But that like the heat when it comes up. Anyways, that felt good like on my face. So this might actually be a thing.
Apply for 15 minutes and rinse off to get that glow.
Look, I'm matching the mom and the daughter.
Cute.
So cute. It's like I'm part of the family. I'm also low-key terrified about the amount of carbs in this thing. So hopefully I don't absorb any of it. So this took quite a long time to make. So hopefully it works. And
Quickly, I was having a meeting with a client. So I want to talk about white rice and brown rice quickly. Like the people are always giving white rice like a bad like rep in terms of, let's say, fiber and like all that stuff. Yeah, well, like so the calories in white rice and the fiber components and like or whatever and all of that that's in there is good. It's very similar to brown rice in that sense, like calories and fiber wise. But what is nice about brown rice is it does make you feel full longer because it's not this like spike. It's kind of just like a little bit of like a plateau. So yeah.
if it works.
Don't
this
hate
is
on white
quite the hack,
rice.
because facials can be pretty expensive, and I mean this is just white rice, so this is very cheap. A little rice to wake up looking nice. True beauty starts in the kitchen, a Korean mom once said.
What?
Thankfully, it's not a black bean mask that I have to apply because I don't want to risk getting canceled to look good, you know? Ooh, my skin's already dancing a little bit. I think my
Really?
skin's happy with all the carbs and the sugar from the honey. Why did their face mask just look so much better than mine? What the heck? The mask is now applied, and
Why does
I
his
look like
look
I got
so bad?
the
It looks like
Guinness
it's in
record
his
7 minutes.
eye. Do you see that?
If that-
Why does it look like it's in his eye? That's so weird. Ah.
something that they track. I don't know. But we're supposed to leave the mask on for 15 minutes for a brighter and even skin tone. So let's get it. If this mask is teaching me anything, it's that I need to get a freaking tan, man. Like, I'm blending into this thing way more than I'd like to because I don't know where the mask ends and my natural skin tone starts.
Don't eat
It's
it.
a tasty
Ah.
mask,
The texture looks so
I
weird.
just sat there patiently waiting, feeling my pores getting carb loaded, which is maybe why my skin could be brighter. They're happy.
All right, so let's rinse this mask off and see if it made a difference. Despite a ton of rice in my hair right now, looking at the before and after, there is a massive difference in my skin. It looks smoother.
Yo, it actually looks better. Let me get in here. It actually kind of looks better. Did it just like calm everything down a bit? It actually kind of looks good.
It looks healthier.
Maybe
it
I
looks
should
more
try this.
vibrant. It just looks all around better. So Korean rice mask, I approve of this hack.
Next up, free Chick-fil-A.
Next time you go to Chick-fil-A, go at like 10:35 a.m.
10:35.
If you order lunch, they're gonna include the leftover breakfast for free.
Not 10:30, not 10:40, 10:35. Also, don't forget, Jupiter has to be aligned and Mercury in retrograde. As you can see, I'm not very confident in this hack because I'm kind of shocked I don't see him here. But realistically, he probably got free breakfast because he or she at the counter thought you were cute. Like, I'd give you free breakfast. They always say there's no such thing as free lunch. But this is free breakfast. Let's see. The comments on whether or not this hack actually works is pretty divided. At Chick-fil-A, breakfast ends at 10:30 a.m., making 10:35 that sweet spot time to get rid of leftover breakfast. It's 10:33, perfect timing. A lot of people have actually walked in, so I think other people know about this too. The only way that this works for me is that if they feel bad for me or if they think I'm nice, I think so. How's your morning so far?
Or they think he's hot.
Good. Thank you.
As you can see, I was being super nice to hopefully get something extra on my tray. I ordered grilled nuggets, waffle fries, and a Coke Zero, and they gave me...
Thank you very much. The guy is out here getting free breakfast, and if I even get a single napkin in my bag, I call that a win. But here I got exactly what I ordered.
Damn,
Exactly.
those grilled
Nothing
nuggets
more,
look terrible.
Nothing less.
I know
What
that's
kind
like
of business are they running?
a protein
I can't say
hack
last
or
name.
whatever.
This hack is a bust.
Next up, the Navy SEAL nap.
I'm going to show you the Navy SEAL inspired power napping technique that many of our elite forces swear by. First, you're going to find the edge of a bed or a couch like this and put yourself in this position.
A Navy SEAL inspired power napping technique sounds pretty gangster, man. Like, this isn't just a nap. This is a Navy SEAL nap. This is
Before
a-
he gets into why and everything, that is actually a really good like parasympathetic like position or like stretch or kind of like if you are having trouble sleeping, apparently this does help. Just with the blood flow and everything and the way your body just sits and then how your how your back is on the floor as well. So in general, this should be good.
nap with purpose. And I'm the type of person where I always feel sleep deprived. I always feel like I need another hour and I don't get it. So this could be pretty life-changing for me, especially because it's only 10 minutes and we all have 10 minutes in the day. Now I have no idea who this guy is, but he has doctor in his name, so I'm gonna blindly trust him. You wanna know what else takes 10 minutes to work? Amphetamines. I'm just kidding. All right. It feels weird doing this when I'm right beside a wonderfully comfy bed. Do I look like a Navy SEAL? I'm just picturing my legs are up on like the edge of a boat with a group of us on a bunch of waves. So, all I gotta do now is nap. I think I can do that. Okay, we're gonna start the timer. 3, 2, 1.
I pretty much instantly fell into such a nice state of relaxation, and considering my head was on hardwood floor,
Oh, man,
I was
it works.
surprisingly comfortable. I really have no idea how this works, so I'll let our doctor explain.
Laying in this position for 10 minutes with your legs elevated like this is going to accomplish two things. First, it's going to reduce swelling in your legs as well as return blood flow to your core, both of which are going to trigger relaxation. Second, by limiting the time to 10 minutes, you're going to wake up during the light phase of sleep and therefore wake up feeling refreshed.
Oh man, everyone try this today. I might try this today.
I don't think I have ever fallen asleep that fast in my entire life. And I do feel pretty well rested right now. Like I slept for 45 minutes and I only slept for 10. So that's a small win. So maybe still a power nap.
That might work.
Hack approved.
Next up, the Chipotle.
I think it'll work.
This has to be the invention of a brain with too much time and THC.
Is this the same
Regardless,
guy
though, this is something that everyone should probably try
as the
if all your
Chick-fil-A
plans that
guy?
day have fallen through. And I respect this guy's hustle, but I have this feeling he probably just doesn't like Chipotle to go this far. But I'm excited for this one. So let's get building this burrito. Not bad. It's taking me back to my high school days. I think that this into the pan is probably the most genius Chipotle hack move I have ever seen.
The thing is, you're cooking though. Like when you order something out, like that's kind of weird.
Right into the cheese.
Oh my. The point is to like not cook, right? For the most part.
It's starting to get a little golden brown on the cheese. The smell in this kitchen is making me act up.
It does look good though. It looks really good.
This is gonna be good.
Might be worth it.
Moment of truth, baby. Here we go.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? Wow. Can you hear that? That is just a solid, crispy cheese layer. The fact that I'm smiling right now, and a lot of you guys know I don't smile all that much. You just know that this is going to be special.
I guess he doesn't really like truly smile.
But the one negative thing is
he looks happy,
like
but doesn't truly
my
smile.
Chipotle worldview, which is going to be very inconvenient.
I love that queso.
It's not like I can do this every single time. But this burrito's just.
This might actually be good.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Ah shoot. Now I want to try this too.
My toenails are throwing. The texture of this thing is incredible. That cheese layer.
Oh, we gotta try this now.
You guys have to try this one. This is a must try. So the Chipotle burrito hack, I approve. This is really just a work of art. What's next?
Shoot.
Might not have to go to Subway and get a sub and somehow turn it into a calzone. TikTok is crazy, but there's sometimes
TikTok
these hidden
is
gems
wild.
that just hit.
Next up, onion feet.
Do you know if you tape a few onion slices to the bottom of your feet 1 hour before going to sleep and leave them there all night, it helps draw out toxins, reduce inflammation, and support
I've
your
heard of
immune
this.
system naturally?
I don't know if it's his accent, the beard, or a positive spin on racism.
Sorry, I'm turning because my dog
They sound a lot wiser coming from him.
came
But
out
more
of
importantly,
under
I think
my
the real
desk.
life hack is bro's mobility routine. How is he holding his foot like that?
Oh
in
yeah,
the
what the
video without
frick?
cramping?
I didn't even
But
think of
seriously,
that.
This has to be some sort of prank to cut down on dating competition. It has to be. Like wearing socks to bed is a sin. This is the first sign of a biblical plague. But if this works,
Okay, this onion feet thing, I don't know. Maybe it'll work because like the whole like I don't know if you've done this, but the NyQuil and the socks thing, when you're sick, I feel refreshed for the most part the next day in terms of like if you have a cold, it feels a lot better. So this might actually work.
this is pretty cool. It's pretty unique. So we'll see. Probably should have just done this in the kitchen. Oof. How the I think the real hack is getting this on my damn feet. One. Oh my. That
I
feels
feel like
weird.
it's so tough to even put on your feet, and then you have to. I don't like food like in the bed, or bedroom in general like that. I like don't eat chips in your bed.
Done.
That's so weird. I
There's
can't.
someone
I
walking around me
can't.
right now. This one would be hard to explain. And
Yeah.
Coming from me, that's saying something. Okay, next one.
Oh wow, he did it. Not as
Whatever you
nice.
think this feels like, it feels worse.
Really?
Onion juice dripping down my ankles.
Oh!
But I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel significant activity going on my feet.
Really?
They are cold. They're tingling. They're starting to go a little bit numb. And I'm also getting a little bit worried.
I would be
as to
concerned.
what the hell is going on, because I wasn't expecting anything.
TBH.
But the fact that I'm feeling something, maybe it's gonna work. So we will find out if I feel any better in the morning.
Boba! It's his dog's name.
It smells like a one-star shawarma restaurant. in my
Yeah, the
room
smell
right
would
now.
be terrible.
Like a shawarma restaurant that's also a drug front. In terms of how I slept, it's what you'd expect with your feet being saran wrapped. So it wasn't great. At one point, I had a dream I was walking on water. I woke up. It was Boba licking my toes. And I'm pretty sure onions are toxic to dogs, so I almost assassinated
Oh
my
no,
own son.
Boba.
I'm trying to see if I feel any different today, and I can't. I'm just more tired than normal. So, onions on feet, this hack's a bust.
Next up, the 3-bite rule.
Eat whatever you want as long as you have 3 bites and then you're finished. I can't see this working for me. Now, if it was the 3-pump rule, then I could get behind that. This is either going to work one of 2 ways. Wasteful because you can't finish it, or useless because you can. And this is also going to double as an OCD test. Okay, we only got 3 bites.
Interesting.
1.
I guess like you
It's
just
definitely
have the
tasting better,
taste.
knowing that I only have 2 more bites
And it's
after
like
this.
limited, yeah.
Already on the first bite, I am noticing I'm more present with the food.
I'm gonna go around back, get me some crust. I'm the type of guy that always needs to show the backside a little love.
I hate crust, by the
Oh,
way.
now this is making me feel kind of weird. I have this, I have all this, and I have 1 bite left. And this is kind of unlocking like an edible edging kink. Ooh, I don't even know where I want to go.
This is so sexual right now.
My God, I want to go for a 4th bite so badly. But it feels like it would be a fatal mistake if I do.
I'm supposed to feel satisfied after 3 bites, but I just
I
feel
don't think you will.
incomplete, as well as hungrier and more food focused than before.
Yeah, this can't be a healthy eating thing. Can't be. Like, I'm just...
So like for me, I would say like what I would tell like my clients or in general, like just kind of get some, if you are like, let's say craving McDonald's fries like a lot, just get like a medium or something, or even a small if you can. And then if finishing that, like just even if there's leftover fries, if there is, if you're feeling somewhat full already and satisfied from the taste, try to just stop at that and then see how that goes instead of like going for the whole thing. But I feel like the 3-bite rule might not be enough in terms of satisfaction.
I'm just gonna be thinking about this pizza all day long now. I had 3 bites. Do I feel satisfied? Not really, no. Now I'm like looking at this. It's like watching an amazing trailer and then just never watching the movie is how this feels right now. And what am I gonna do with this? Am I gonna go give it to the pigeons outside? Oh, this just feels so
It does feel like a
wasteful.
waste,
But
yeah,
more
too.
importantly, I just feel like you're gonna be speed running something a little bit more serious if you take this kind of eating method too far. So because of that, this hack is a bust.
It does seem like
Next up,
it'd be
ice
dangerous.
water dunk.
We have all seen the ridiculous morning routines where you dunk your face into ice cold water, and it's supposed to reduce puffiness, blemishes, wake you up, reduce stress, and some people even call it natural Botox. So you're waterboarding yourself
you should try it.
to feel more alive, unless it kills you. Now I'm a little bit scared because you're supposed to hold your face down there for 30 seconds.
Oh, that's too
Which is quite a long
long.
time. Quite a long time. And is it poor form for me to drink some of this when I'm down there? Because I am pretty thirsty. All right, so we got our stopwatch here. Just give me a little head tap. When time is up. 3, 2, 1.
Oh shoot.
As soon as I dunked my face in the ice water, my entire body just woke up and my face felt like it was burning. But that's just the cold shocking my nerves and flipping my body into survival mode.
I kind of want to try this. I could totally try this.
Oh,
Oh no, it's not 30 seconds yet.
is it 30 seconds?
No. Oh.
30. Oh! Oh! Ow! my face hurts. Oh, it does feel like I've never had Botox, but this is what I imagine it to feel like. My entire face just feels kind of pulled back and in place. Like when I talk, there's no movement. That just felt like the most failed attempt at bobbing for ice cubes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But I do feel good. I feel very good.
Oh my
I feel
gosh.
awake.
Okay, I might try these. Maybe I should try these on
Man,
stream,
if this
hey?
is a replacement to an actual cold plunge full body, this is the better way to go.
Oh yeah.
I definitely do notice the reduced puffiness in the face. I feel like I have a lot more vibrancy to me. I think I look more awake. I mean, I always look tired, but I think I look more awake for me. But the most important thing is that I feel happy. So ice water to the face, hack approved.
Next up, spinning bench press.
Now this one just looks hella dangerous, but if it helps me lift more weight, then maybe it's worth it. So there's a sign.
The point is to help him lift more weight, really? For me, I would think if I just saw this like plainly, it would be like to help with like kind of more core engagement, kind of like if you had chains on each end of the barbell.
Science behind what's going on here that I can't even begin to try to explain to you. And I just don't even understand how the weights just continue to spin like that. Like, how much lube does this guy have in his bag? Is he like didifying his gym bag? But I have 315 on the bar. My best ever is 7. We're gonna spin these wheels. If I can get more than 7, then I approve of this hack. All right, here we go. Spin me. Give it a big crank. Holy shit.
If this claims to increase my bench strength by 10 to 15%, surpassing 7 reps should be incredibly easy.
No! That's supposed to increase your bench by 10 to 15%? That didn't work. Or I just got weaker. I mean,
How?
that's, wow. I definitely do not approve of this hack.
I kind of need to look into this now. Let me quickly look. Oh, shoot, sorry. Let me look into this quickly. Okay. Spinning bench press science. Let's see. Okay, AI overview quickly. Let's see here. Has spinning in the context of the bench press usually refers to the rotation of the barbell sleeves. The ends where plates are loaded, which allows for smoother movement and reduced torque on the wrist. Okay. Why weight plates might spin. Plates move from resting to the floor being lifted. They can start to rotate, causing the entire... Yeah, so this is the stability theory I had. Special equipment designed to add rotation can enhance muscle recruitment. Okay, I can see that. But apparently the hack is to be able to lift more. I don't know. Doesn't really make sense, to be honest.
I noticed immediately when I unracked the weight that it didn't feel lighter at all. If anything, it felt more difficult to stabilize. So I went to ChatGPT to see if this hack is legit or fake.
Oh, nice. He did it too.
And just as I suspected, it's fake. Weight is still weight. Rotation doesn't help you lift. So at best, it feels the same, or at worst, slightly sketchy. Next up, chicken pizza.
We're ditching the carbs and leveling up with chicken crust pizza. A high-protein, crispy, and ridiculously delicious alternative that actually holds together.
I have seen the chicken crust pizza a lot, and I just need to try it. There's 176 grams of protein in this pizza, so there's enough protein and cheese to Dutch oven a freaking entire frat house, and I'm here for it. So let's get cooking.
This recipe is really easy. You need 450 grams ground chicken, 2 eggs, some seasoning, and Parmesan cheese.
My favorite parts. This is our pizza crust, and it's not like we're really saving on any calories here. Like, this is a higher calorie crust as well, so I mean, it has to taste really good in order for this to be worth it.
Then you put it in the oven to pre-cook the crust. Then you add the toppings and throw it back in the oven till it's perfectly cooked.
Well, it actually looks a lot like pizza.
Doesn't look
Basically,
bad.
Pizza and chicken parmesan had an oopsies and turned into a little cute pizza slice. It's certainly not crispy, it's a soggy one. It's going limp.
I know you're gonna probably judge me, but I don't mind it being a little soggy. It doesn't have to be too crispy.
In my hands.
So maybe it'll be okay.
The best way to put it is that my pizza walked so my protein goals could run. I can taste the compromise. Like, this definitely needs the dough. It's just, it's really missing. Like, no one out there will ever close their eyes and have a bite of this and mistake it for pizza. It's just not gonna happen. Like, I think the only thing worse than this is like a rice cracker pizza crust, you know?
That'd be rough too.
I will probably eat the entire thing, but I could probably complain about it.
Maybe cauliflower, like that's a trend, right?
Is this how people in the keto community enjoy pizza? Poor things. And at the end of the day, literally the most important thing is that the calories are pretty much the exact same thing. Pizza is not the enemy. Too much pizza is the enemy. Look at me taking the side of the 3-bite rule now. So, chicken pizza crust. I think this hack is a bust.
Nah, yeah.
Next up, the cable clip trick.
I have pinched myself putting things on the cable so many times that this
same.
warrants an actual attempt. Like, I knew I was doing it the wrong way the entire time. I just didn't know that there was a right way to do it. Okay, so I think you would just kind of go a little twist. It's kind of like undoing a bra, which explains why I never figured that out. Okay, so you just hold and then... Whoa. That's a lot more satisfying than I expected. Let's do that again. Just go.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
This technique may be cool, but is it actually any faster than just doing it how we normally would? I put it to the test. The new technique was a full second quicker, which doesn't seem like much, but if you go to the gym every day and do both sides, that's 2 seconds, which is 14 seconds a week, which is 12 minutes a year, which in 100 years, I'm just kidding, you get the idea.
Hey, look at that. You never have to pinch your fingers again. And it's
I might
so
actually
easy.
try that as well.
Hack approved.
Next up, the Metamucil hack.
If you have problems with binge eating, I got the perfect hack for you. Get yourself some psyllium husk, right? I use this brand because it's super cheap. It's from Walmart. Take 2 to 3 tablespoons, put it in a cup of water, about 12 ounces of water, and then chug it immediately before it solidifies. You will not have any more cravings anymore, and you will feel super full, and you will have the perfect poops the next day. You don't even have to wipe.
I am a snacky boy. When the sun goes down, I just like to eat. So getting me to stop eating is a very tall order. I think the only time I've ever stopped eating is when we literally run out of food in the house or I get food poisoning, and even that is just temporary. So we will see if this stuff works. Thank God he corrected himself and put teaspoons instead of tablespoons
That would be
on the
so
screen,
much.
because if I put 2 tablespoons of this stuff in here, I would be using my bed sheets as toilet paper. 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons. I feel like there's no way this works. Smells pretty good.
I don't like the texture Metamucil either.
Ugh. Tastes like the frickin' Home Depot with a hint of orange. So,
Oh yeah.
2 teaspoons in the stomach, and we'll see what happens.
Usually when I'm watching TV, this is what's going on in my head. But now, nothing.
It's 10 p.m. We're about to head up to go to bed, and I didn't eat anything tonight. I didn't snack. We're both extremely surprised by it. It's probably because I had this fiber brick forming in my gut right now. Like, I can feel something happening, and it is great. Like, this is like the ultimate dieting hack. Like, I should have used this on prep. So it's been amazing so far, and I am super excited for tomorrow morning because I feel like I'm about to give birth to something, if you know what I mean.
Good morning.
It's gonna be huge.
The pro right now is that I'm still not hungry at all. I feel like this is going to affect my appetite throughout the entire day today. The con is my stomach is killing right now.
And hopefully my highly anticipated bathroom visit
Poor
We'll fix
toilet,
that.
poor
I was gonna
toilet.
send a picture of this as my good morning text in my family group chat, but
No.
I'm gonna have to check my work because it does not feel like I can just pull up my pants and walk away and start my day. It doesn't. Like, I don't know how that guy does it. Like, he has to check his underwear, I think. So, I mean, even though I need a wipe, in terms of appetite suppression, it's
Or
pretty
bidet.
game changer. So because of that, I approve of this hack.
Next up, pre-workout holder.
This is a pretty sick hack, especially if you don't like to use the most effective.
Quickly about that hack, it's like all it really did was just helped you eat less food or not crave food or whatever. And for weight loss or fat loss, that's what you need is to consume less calories essentially. So that's pretty much all it was, and that's kind of like okay.
Delivery system. So we are going to try to see how this thing works. It's gonna be a little bit of an arts and crafts situation here. So you basically just cut half. Because really, if you think about it, if you share your pre-workout with all your gym bros, the amount of germs inside your pre-workout is probably more than the actual barbells that you use to lift, which is pretty gross. Okay, so now we actually have to literally go farming for the scooper.
Yeah.
How is that? Yeah, see, like, like you're getting in there. I didn't even wash my hands. I didn't remember the last time I washed my hands.
Oh my gosh.
You don't know where these hands have been. There we go. Now we just cut a little hole. Look at that. Scooper. One of the main tests is to see if it actually closes. So there. Do it up. Right there.
Okay.
That is really cool.
That's not bad.
That's really cool. Now, I don't know if this was intentional or not, but watch. You can go for a scoop, and you can go and you can scrape the side for a nice, perfect scoop.
Oh, that's satisfying.
And dunk it right in. So this is simple. It's brilliant, yet nobody watching will probably do this for their next tub. But with all of that said,
no, probably
hack,
not.
Hack approved.
Seems cool.
Next up, skull crushers.
Visually, this one just looks like it's gonna absolutely hit. It just looks so secure.
Okay, I think skull crushers.
Gym, I just think it's a big no.
Skull crushers are so hard.
Like, you're gonna need a spotter to like prevent someone else from pushing the bar onto you because you're just gonna piss people off. Like for real. Like this is the tricep equivalent to curling in the squat rack. All right, let's try this out. Should we lock in there with the elbows and then go right against it?
Oh.
Oh, that feels nice.
That's a cool idea. I think I would try that too.
I feel like with skull crushers, people's like arms like just flail out.
Yeah. That's my problem for real.
You can drop the weight and super set right into close grip bench.
Oh my gosh, I actually kind of like that.
Go right from there, squat rack. Do a couple
Maybe I'll do that tomorrow for my workout.
If you have your own gym or your gym's quiet.
That's great.
I approve of this hack.
Yeah.
Next up, the extracts hack.
A diet hack that is not talked about enough. Extracts, and not just vanilla. I'm talking almond, coconut, mint, anise, which tastes like licorice if you're into that, butter extract. I've even heard of cake batter extract. You can add a little drop to your yogurt bowls, oatmeal, protein shakes, Ninja Creamies. That little flavor boost adds so much versatility to your meals, and you use such a tiny amount that the calories are negligible. They don't even have nutrition labels.
I never thought to think to add extracts other than vanilla when making French toast to things like oatmeal and some Greek yogurt. So
That's
I have
smart.
this super strength cheesecake flavor. I don't even know why it says super strength. Is this gonna turn my Greek yogurt into frickin' Hercules? Like super strength cheesecake flavor. Okay, and usually dieting hacks like this, I'm expecting it to be like a 3 out of 10, like 10 being like an actual cheesecake. This is probably not gonna be all that great. It does really smell like cheesecake though. It smells like they actually like microdosed a slice in here. Just like Molly said, little goes a long way. So we're not just a little bit here.
Seems like a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Yeah, calories wise.
So I'd honestly go with 0. So if this can even like increase my yogurt experience by a little bit, I would say it's worth it then. Whoa. It does. It smells like raw cheesecake batter.
Already lost all brain cells to with easy bar skull crushers to remember the dumbbell ones. How are you? Thank you for coming in and chatting. How are things? We're just reacting to some health and fitness videos that I enjoy. Will Tenny's super fun, so hopefully you come chill and hang out and enjoy. Honestly though, that skull crusher hack kind of looks lit. Like I might do some of these and just like take a video of it and like post it on like TikTok or whatever. Some of these are kind of like legit. It makes me happy to see this. Right. Thanks for popping in. Does it taste good?
Nice.
Really?
Not sweet. But you get a little bit of the cheesecake flavor there. Like I wouldn't be bragging that I have cheesecake every single day. You'd be like bragging that you have a rented Lamborghini. Like you just don't need to share that information. But
or leased Lambo.
It's very subtle, but like in a really nice way. Like you could have this for breakfast and it wouldn't feel super heavy because cheesecake for breakfast would be.
Okay, is it just me or do you get a headache from like something that's too sweet, especially like first thing in the morning? Just, yeah, that's something that happens to me.
Actually pretty sick, but also kind of disgusting.
It's certainly not replacing cheesecake, but it's a nice addition to make some of the foods you eat every day a little more exciting.
I just keep on going back in for more, so that's a good sign. I don't even think I'm being gaslit. If I'm being gaslit, I'm lighting the match because this works. So extracts, hack approved.
That's very clever. I think that's clever.
This hack is actually pretty genius. You just have to steal the cable handles from the cable machine. So
yeah.
It's becoming the most annoying person in your commercial.
That's
gym.
fair.
You're taking up the bench press for skull crushers, and now you're taking this to do RDLs. But my hands do slip quite a lot when I do these. So if this feels comfortable, this isn't a game.
Yeah, and then like no chalk is kind of nice where you don't have to. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is actually so good. That's sick. But first of all, quick tip or whatever. Make sure you do work on grip strength. But like, let's say after the first set, because it's so heavy, you can use something like this or use like, let's say workout gloves to help with it or chalk. But let's try to use like the first set for grip strength, by the way. That's all.
Changing it. I'm probably going to use this all the time. Wrap around. Oh, that does feel nice. Yo, what? These actually feel better than Versa grips.
Oh my gosh,
Oh my god.
That actually looks sick. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna try this tomorrow.
I could actually
I love RDLs. Like in a good bad way. Yeah, that's sick.
This is amazing. I've had the
oh my
dumbbells in
gosh.
for all these shots. I haven't dropped it. Still don't need to drop it. I'm going to bed. I approve of this hack.
Next up, free Taco Bell.
This girl has been getting free fountain drinks from the Taco Bell drive-thru for the past 2 years. The dude is playing the long game with her, that's for sure. Like, getting it once is a fluke. For the past 2 years, this must be something. Let's see. I mean, worst case scenario, I get myself a $4 Coke Zero, so still kind of a win-win. Gonna be extra nice. I'm just gonna order a regular, not a large. I don't wanna be greedy. Hi, how are you? I'm doing great. Can I just get a medium Coke Zero? That's fine. And that's everything. Thank you. She didn't say a price. She said you could just drive up. Thank you. So, I don't know. Maybe they just give you the free drink out of pity because they think that all you can afford at Taco Bell is a drink? Hello. Yeah, just the drink.
Let's see if this works. Always had blue-collar jobs, so never really felt the need for straps. Yet, success from suffering at work. I mean, like, those are tough jobs. I'm not gonna lie. So, thank you. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's awesome. Getting stronger at work. Why not, right? So, you got good grip strength, so that's awesome. But, I mean, maybe if you lift even more eventually? I don't know. But it seems like a good hack, right? Right? Seems like a pretty good hack, right?
That's
We're almost done this video. We got 2 more for today.
Regular size, right?
Regular size, yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you.
He did not want to pay.
Taco Bell free drink hack.
of us.
No.
Next up, Bulgarian split squats.
I think when it comes to Bulgarian split
Oh,
squats,
yeah.
the hack is just not doing them. Everyone hates them. But the setup is probably one
But
of
they're so good for your quads. Like, do it. Like, damn, do the Bulgarian split squats. They're so good for your quads. You just feel so good after. They feel good on your knees. There's a little bit of butt action there. It's great. Just do them, even if they suck. I think I've seen this hack before, but let's see.
worst parts about it because you're always kind of like juggling with your feet. Like, watch. And I got it. I'm here. See, I'm still too far back, so I gotta adjust. There we go.
Ooh, nice.
So that was one correction. Whereas with this hack, you put the weights down, sit at the bench, extend your leg that you want to use, boom, up, and you're just perfectly on the pad.
I should really use this more. I've seen this like a year ago, and like my coworker teaches it all the time to people or makes people do it. So I could just do it more. What type of workouts or style of lifting do I prefer? Quick background. I'm a personal trainer. I did a kinesiology degree, but that's a great question. Thank you for asking. I really like strength training, and then lately I like running outside, like if it's nice outside, but only if it's nice outside because it's more to force me to get outside and kind of like it's for me to get out of my head for the most part. But in like it's not really like I want to run a marathon or something. I would love to one day, but that's a different thing. But mine would be strength training workouts. Like pretty much like a mix of like right now I don't have a program per se, but pretty much a mix of powerlifting and bodybuilding, I guess. It doesn't really work that well together, but right now I don't have like anything set. I'm trying to get back onto some sort of routine, but right now it's just life is lifing. But yeah, I like strength training a lot. Strength training, like powerlifting based stuff, that's great. Not necessarily always with a barbell though. I've been really into like, let's say powerlifting movements, but more with dumbbells. So like the RDL, but with dumbbells, or a bench, but with dumbbells because of the big stretch you get, or things like that. So yeah, and then like, let's say I feel like having just more of a bro day to get my arms kind of nicer. That's a little bit of that bodybuilding aspect of it, where it's a little bit more isolated and less like quote unquote functional. But yeah, strength training, it's kind of my favorite. Cool, sound like a veteran to the game. Thank you. Oh, I love that like emote. Well, I mean, I've been in the industry for, oh my gosh, like over 11 years now. I'm kind of like or like, I guess you could say auntie in this world, or in general. I'm turning 31 this week. I'm turning 31 this week. So I've been in the industry for a while, and like, yeah, I love it, and it's good. It's good. Yeah, thank you for the question. What kind of workouts do you like? Thank you for the question. That's so awesome. I appreciate it.
First time. So if I
Boomer gang. Hey, millennial. Did you guys know unk doesn't mean like uncle, like old? It means uncool. I learned this on TikTok the other day. I'm like so lost. Anyways, what kind of workouts do you like?
Use this going forward. And this is like for me like the perfect distance. Quad, glute. It's not super dominant.
Okay, I'll try this. I'm sure it's good. It looks like it works. I just don't know why I never do for some reason. I'm like lazy, which doesn't make sense. Ooh, I love bicep anything. Love it.
People, you curl supinated. You're gonna do 5 curls.
So supinated quickly means holding like a soup. Your palms are up, like you're holding a soup. So his palms are up, okay?
With one arm. Now you're doing the other arm. While you're doing one arm, the other is holding in a contracted position. Now you're doing...
Oh, so like isometric. Okay.
5 with both, and now you're gonna do the same thing with hammer curls without dropping the weight. By the end, it should be like you almost can't
Hammer curls are neutral grip, so palms facing in.
even get them up.
I think if we chat GPT'd what a frat leader looks like, I think it would that would be our boy. That would definitely be him.
100%.
His arms tell us a lot about his split, if we could even call it that. So he hasn't told many people about this, but 23 million views has certainly changed that. So
Holy,
see if
he's
I can
jacked.
do it. Sort of curl up.
Okay.
1.
I'm curious.
Dare I say, could I have done 35s? 1. 2. Hopefully 5 is a choice and not a limitation. And now we come up into hammers. 1. 2.
I'm actually so curious.
Oh, that felt good. There's a good burn to
Really?
it. I really like when you go from regular curls to a hammer curl at the end of a set, usually, because it helps you get a little bit more reps. So I actually like going from a regular curl to a hammer curl. You do get the burn. In terms of it being effective, I'm not really sure. Just because an exercise burns doesn't necessarily mean it's all that effective. So there's a lot of other better exercises I would do. So because of that,
I was gonna say, like, I don't feel like bicep curls standing is very effective, especially if your goal is to grow your biceps. But it does look like it hurts, so I might just try it like for fun at home, like with just whatever weights I have, just to feel something there. But no, I don't know. I really enjoy strongman workouts. Ooh, yeah. I have a few coworkers who did that or do that. I like the moving aspect of it, like carrying events and loading stuff like sandbags and Atlas stones. Oh my gosh, yes. So sick. No, that's awesome. Yeah, my coworkers, they're very into it. My gym is not too much of a strongman gym. We have a few things and there's rocks. It looks scary, so I don't know how you do it, to be honest. It looks so cool though to lift a rock and then like the sandbag stuff. And then I know people are like turned off by the word functional, but like it's very functional. Like you could do this in this and then take it to your job, right? And then also just do it for everyday life. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm scared to try it. I'm not gonna lie, but damn, that's cool. That's sick. Have you done like an event or anything like, or any like a comp or anything just for fun, or if you want to get into it?
this hack is a bust.
I tested a bunch of so-called life hacks. Some actually earned a spot in my routine. Others were straight up fake reviews. But after all of this, it made me realize, maybe it's time I start sharing a few of my own.
Alright guys, so for this hack, all you're going to need is a roll of toilet paper and a belt, and what you're going to do is wrap the belt around your dominant hand until it goes completely numb. And
oh, that's kind of funny. He's funny. So if you guys like him or liked what we watch, it's Well Tennyson, 4.81 mil. He's great. He's great. I love his stuff. Okay, so I think we won't do this today, but I do need to watch that. And then we have 2 more videos for today, and then maybe we'll just chit chat for the rest. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, and then go from there. Okay. Inside the lie of macro tracking, trend or fad. I thought this was super interesting. Kelty O'Connor, she's great. She's Canadian, and yeah. So macro tracking, I just started implementing more nutrition with my clients, and honestly, like all we really track for the most part is protein, but like fiber as well. But in terms of macro tracking, feel like it's a little excessive unless there's like you're an athlete or you're doing especially bodybuilding and all that stuff. But I think tracking in general should not be considered a fad. I think it's very good for you. So yeah, there's that. I have only done mature meets for fun and the community, no points or rank. Okay, yeah, no, honestly, the community looks so friendly and fun. Like we've had a few like not events, but it's just like these like how-tos at my gym, and like everyone looks so nice and seems so nice and so supportive, and just like all the clapping every time, or like if it does like you do whiff or whatever, it's like it's still fine, you know? Amateur, yeah. Sorry, yeah. my bad. Yeah. Okay, that's so exciting. Was it fun? The community seems so good. Honestly, I love that. What's your favorite like exercise or like event? Sorry, I don't know too much about like strongman, but yeah. That's so exciting. That's so awesome. But yeah, let's talk about this and tracking. Because after my birthday this week, I plan on tracking so I can be a hot girl, have a hot girl summer this summer. Because I am not there at all. So yeah. Easily farmer's walks. Yes! Oh my gosh. Okay, that's another favorite exercise of mine. It doesn't have to be necessarily within the scope of strongman, but yes. Oh, that honestly, the amount of weight some like strongmen and like women carry for farmer's walks blows my mind, honestly. My gosh. But like everyone should be doing farmer's walks. That's all I got to say. Come on, you do the groceries. I mean, if you are uncomfortable, doing farmer's walks, just get something pretty heavy that you can hold on to and then just stand there. To start, you could use that hack with the whatever pulley machine thing or like your gloves in terms of grip, but I would prefer you use your grip for that stuff. But anyways, you can stand still to kind of get better with that. But yeah, that's a sick exercise. Okay. Next video.
Macros now.
Sorry. A lot of gyms got hex/trap bars now as well. That's a good way to start out. Yes, you're right. We have those too, actually. That is a great point. Thank you so much. That's actually huge. That's a great point. Thank you. Trap bars are great, by the way. Not only for like farmer's walks or like strongman stuff, but like in general too. Like I like using trap bars because it is fairly like enclosed in my opinion. I'll do a quick search of trap bar for you. Bar like this. It's like kind of enclosed and like we can lift quite a bit more weight sometimes with this because it is like kind of like how do I describe it? It's like it's quite safer than a typical barbell. It also kind of forces you into a position of like a squat. Even though people use trap bars primarily for trap bar deadlifting, it actually positions you better for a squat. So if you want to improve your squat or any like plyos or anything like that, trap bars are actually also really good for that. Thank you for that. But yeah, it's like quite safe for people. Honestly, like I work with a variety of populations and I like using the trap bar honestly like fairly soon right away. So it's not anything too crazy. I just like how it's like, it forces you into a position that's quite stable and it's like kind of closed loop in a way. And then compared to a barbell where you are kind of forced to keep it close to your body and centered. So this is already kind of centered. Yes, you're right. You are correct. Yep. Thank you. Oh my gosh. You should stream with me. The neutral grip is also great for many people, I think. You're right. No, honestly, neutral grip, one of the stronger grips. So like even like for like bicep curls, the neutral grip, that means palms facing each other. Really strong, very easy for the body as well. No, that is correct. Thank you. I appreciate that. Give me 1 second. I just need to look at something. Okay, let's do this. Next one.
Space lifters, 2 wellness girlies, and snake oil grifters. They're what I eat.
I like her outfit. Oh my gosh.
Recipes and cottage cheese. So much cottage cheese.
Okay. Cottage cheese I haven't had, but I'm very curious because it is like a trend. But I think it's a good trend or it's like helpful. But I don't know if I'm going to like the texture or anything like that.
Always cottage cheese. Is this nutrition tactic the key to achieve all our fitness goals? Or is it a pipeline down to restrictive eating? And have some harsh truths that it's about as accurate as horoscope girlies claiming enneagrams are really a thing. I'm a 3. Cancer Sun, Leo Moon Rising. Now, macro tracking is not new. It's been used by bodybuilders for as long as I can remember. It really came what I'm going to consider niche mainstream in the early 2010s, post clean eating obsession and the introduction of If It Fits Your Macros. The science fitness community online showed how just eating clean isn't the path to your goals always. Rather, you can achieve your muscle building, fat burning goals by eating the proper amount of macronutrients daily. A carb can come from rice or a Pop-Tart. And this is going to age me, but yeah, that niche has been online for like almost 15 years now. I do the math. Yeah. Wow. But as gym culture has become more
Yeah, it's been a while, honestly, the whole clean eating thing.
more and more mainstream thanks to social media, so has the idea of macro counting. A macro is short for macronutrients. And all edible foods can be broken down into 3 macronutrients. You have a total amount of calories your body burns every day. It's the fuel you put in your engine. If you eat as much as your body burns, you maintain your weight. If you eat less, you lose weight. If you eat more, you gain weight. But what those calories break down to is what affects different processes in your body. Number 1 in the current cool kid on the block, protein. Protein is crucial
So
for
much
building and
hype,
repairing tissues,
but it is reasonable.
your
All the
muscle
hype.
growth and immune health. 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories. Sources include animal products, then also non-animal products such as bean and nuts. Number 2, and a personal favorite, carbohydrates, aka carbs. The body's primary energy source comprised of sugar and starch, which break down into glucose.
We do need carbs, okay? Just saying, our body needs carbs and fiber.
1 gram of carbs also equals 4 calories. There's simple carbs, which are carbs low in fiber, such as white rice, bread, pasta, sugar. There's complex carbs, which are higher in fiber, such as oatmeal, quinoa, fruits, vegetables, and beans. Third, fat. Now, eating fat does not convert to fat. The calories that these break down indicate fat gain or fat loss. Fat
Good point. Poor wallet, I recognize all these Swedish products and brands. Oh, really? Is it pretty expensive? Oh, man. Everything just looks fancy, though, just based on the packaging.
is essential for hormone production, brain health, and absorbing fat-soluble vitamins. 1 gram is 9 calories, so yes, it is more calorie dense, but has many, many health benefits. And it tastes delicious. Have you tried butter? But other sources of fat
love butter.
include things like avocados, nuts, seed oils, and fatty fish. Which leads me to, most foods are made up of a combination of these. Some things are just strictly one. For example, egg whites are pretty much just protein. White rice, pretty much just carbs. But something like a fatty fish, like a salmon, is made up of protein.
Yeah, not the bulk options. Yeah, actually, you're right. Like, there are a lot of, like, smaller items.
And fat. And so, yes, you can
Instead of, like, Costco, like, big Costco items.
eat a certain amount of calories every day to get to your weight goals, but you'll see how all these different things affect the different processes in your body, which leads me to there's many different ways people track their macros. As your total calories for the day is going to be made up of all these, but the different ratios people pick really depends on their goals. For example, an endurance athlete needs a lot more carbs than someone who's sedentary. Now, I could do a whole video on just telling you how to break down your macros, but pretty much the universal basics is about 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight, and then the rest of your calories in your day is split between carbs and fats, depending on your goal and what works best for your bodies. But it's usually kind of 20 to 30% of these two. Okay, Kelty, that was a boring...
For protein, if, like, you are having trouble with protein, you can also just start with like 0.7 per kilogram, like a body weight or your body weight goal, and just try that out and at least try to reach that goal, and then maybe move up to 1 gram, because 1 gram is actually quite high. Not like terribly high. It's a great goal to have, but it is like tough to kind of get there all the time.
Science lesson. What are the claims? Why should I even consider doing this? According to the internet, it can help you achieve your goals, fuel performance, be more specific with your nutrition. Or is plugging more numbers into our phone just another way AI overlords can take over and control our lives? I'm kidding, I hope.
Partially.
I don't know at this point. But what I do know is how macros work.
Oh, I love her outfit.
Many of macro calculators on the internet you can find. That you enter in your age, gender, current weight, level of physical activity, and height. Then it will calculate your estimate depending on your goals. Then you log everything you eat in your app of choice, and you could calculate to the day you will achieve your goals. And just like every predictable Hallmark movie, you know the plot line and what I'm about to say, that, yeah, that's too good to be true. It makes sense on paper. You follow the nutritional labels, log it in perfectly in your app, and you can calculate everything precisely. But here's where things start to become questionable. Because macro tracking is actually a lie.
So, from what I understand, MyFitnessPal has like a 20% error, but that's okay if that's the only thing you're using in a way, just to see where we're at or kind of tracking and seeing like some sort of progress, because it's a consistent 20% error.
You see this nutrition label? It can be up to 20% wrong.
Oh,
nutrition
here we go.
in the US are permitted
Nutrition labels, I guess, as well, but I know for sure, like on the MyFitnessPal app.
by the FDA to have a margin of error up to 20% between the stated values and the actual nutrition content. While they must generally reflect the product's nutritional value, there is a 20% allowance. So a company, in theory, can make a portion size really small, round down, and boom, says 0 calories. Cooking spray, I'm looking at you. There's indeed not 0 calories, but yeah, it's pretty much next to nothing, but there's just an example. But if you took the whole bottle of cooking spray, it's just oil. There's calories in that oil. Also, say you use the USDA nutritional database to get specific nutrition from things like apples and protein and just like your basic things you get that doesn't come with a nutritional label. You don't know the fertilizer these fruits and vegetables are growing, the muscle to fat ratio of that animal, what that animal was fed, all of which would change
that's fair,
macros
that's
and
fair.
calories in that specific food. We'll talk about later why this isn't the end of the world, but I just see a lot of people wasting energy on being like so precise when I'm like, which leads me to the current drama going on in the fitness world, the lies that is David's Protein. David's Protein bars are not good protein bar. They're everywhere. They're aesthetic. People love
When I first heard about this, from one of these YouTubers, she's a golfing YouTuber, I was like, dude, like this looks great, but it's so expensive. And then, yeah, I have heard about issues with this now.
them. They're promoted by influencers, but a lawsuit alleges the independent lab tested has revealed that the bars have up to 400% more fat and 80% more calories than the products advised.
That does
because
seem
it contains
too
a
good
fat
to be
called
true.
Esterified prolactid glycerol, aka EPG. What is my excuse for not being able to pronounce that? I don't know. I took organic chemistry in university, and I still can't pronounce stuff like that. College education. And the thing about that is, the body does not digest it. It just runs right through you. So, according to NBC News, this ingredient allows you to actually put less fat grams on the food label itself because it yields
just goes
92%
through.
less calories than a typical gram of fat would, Amy Goodstone, a registered dietitian, says. Now, Peter Rayhay, CEO of David Protein, says the calorie count listed on David Protein bar is based on calculations of just what the body absorbs. But at the time of recording, those allegations have been dropped, and Regina George can sleep well at night knowing the calories in her bar are what there's actually there. So there's just an example of the calories on there are calculated at what your body can absorb. Now, every single company is going to calculate it differently. So, Kelty, are you still going to eat a David's Protein bar? Yeah. It's not some miracle bar that's going to turn me randomly into a sub 3 hour marathoner. It's a processed way to get in some protein that tastes yummy. It's not that deep. It's a protein bar.
It's not that deep.
But not actually, because they're really
Fair.
hard to find in Canada. I'm going to be honest, I ordered them when they first released and it never came. And I emailed them and I was like, is it coming? They're like, oh yeah, we'll send you a second. And that never came either. So I've actually only tried 2. But it was yummy. Not that
They
deep.
look
Hurt
really
some
good.
people's
I'm
gut.
not gonna lie.
It's a protein bar. Now, some people might also think, you know what, we're living in the future. I can perfectly calculate my macros and know exactly how many calories I burn in a day thanks to these wearables that I...
Nope. They are not accurate in terms of burnt, like your burnt, like how many calories you've burnt or burnt. Oh my gosh.
wear way too many of. This is not realistic. This is because I'm a YouTuber. But how accurate are wearables? Once again, the accuracy on these is not that good. They
Nope.
pretty much use a baseline calculation of our height, weight, and then
But like I said, at least it's something to kind of base your life off of, or your like a little bit of an objective measurement off of. And if it is consistent, like using let's say the Apple Watch all the time, at least it's just a little bit of something for you to see. Maybe it motivates you, but it's not like accurate. You can't really have anything accurate with a wearable.
for the most part off our heart rate for how many calories we burn. And it's not horribly inaccurate, but it's not perfectly accurate. Even as simple as like your weight. Your weight doesn't account for how much muscle versus fat you have, which is going to influence how many calories you burn. And during your workout, it can't account for things like the load bearing.
Because muscle equals more fat burning.
Your weight, which is going to affect your calorie burn. But they do serve a purpose. I do think activity trackers are a great way to indicate if your trends are changing. They kind of give you a rough idea. You'll notice once you wear them for a while, you're kind of always in the same range. Now, theoretically, if randomly one day you're burning an extra 600 calories because you started marathon training,
I agree. I think most of this is a motivator or tools to teach you the basics. Yes, 100%. I actually hate wearing my watch, but it's great, like for steps and everything, just to have something. And if it's, like I said, consistent, why not have some sort of objective measurement?
and you might be like, yes, it's increased a lot. Or if you're currently sick or got a new sedentary job, you'll notice it goes down a lot. So it's a good way to just kind of see trends changing. But you're probably like, Kelty, I could do that without the watch. I'm like, yeah, 100%. Tracking calories seems like way too much work, Kelty. Can't AI do it for me? Yes, because it's coming for all our jobs, YouTube included. There's probably some recommendation on there, on your newsfeed over there, right there. Is it? And at least one of those was made by AI. You like me because I'm a human, right? A really ugly printing? Please don't leave us. But the AI tracking apps, pretty much you can take a photo, boom, tells you how much calories and macros are in the food, easily tracked. So,
I've tried this and it doesn't work, honestly. I don't know what she's going to say about it.
but they're not super accurate because I can't tell, for example, like how much oil.
But I do think the protein craze is too much. Way too many questionable products marketed with protein and health. Yeah, it's fair. I mean, there was like a little bit of a fiber era too when it comes to like having fiber in everything too. But yeah, now protein is in everything. I agree that it is too much. The only thing I would say is like, yes, it's too much and it could be like false marketing, but at the same time, if people are at least trying to hit their protein goals or kind of more, how do I say this, like more aware and trying to that they're more aware and trying to at least kind of like they see the word more, maybe it'll just help them get more protein into their body. So that's just where I'm at with it, but I understand completely where you're coming from. It is way too much everywhere. The hope is it's just going to help people kind of be encouraged to consume more protein or something like that.
Was in it, or how much flour versus sugar. It can't perfectly do it. However, I actually think they serve a great purpose. One, if you're someone who finds just tracking way too overwhelming and you're just trying to get a better idea of what you put in your body,
that's fair.
They're going to give you a rough idea.
Yeah, that's fair. I know some people don't like it when people are using like things like this to just get a rough idea or like estimate what they have, but I think to just at least input it into something or seeing what you have or being like knowledgeable about your eating habits is very important. So this is not a bad idea just to like get an idea, even if it's not accurate. The only time it might get a little bit tough is if a client is like, I'm not losing weight. Why is that? With apps like this is like she said, we can't track sugar, we can't track oil and things like that with the AI app.
They're not perfect, but it can kind of give you a good idea when you're getting into it. But you just have to go into it knowing you run a risk of way over or way underestimating when using these AI tracking apps. But just like ChatGPT, you can use it to research, but you can't copy and paste it and put it into your essay because your professor is going to wonder why you think Canadians have pet polar bears. We have beavers. Speaking of professors.
Oh my gosh, I saw like 4 beavers the other week. So cute.
Professionals typically say it's a useful entry into understanding nutrition. And it can be really helpful for a lot of people because it actually makes you understand what it is what you eat. But equally it can be as harmful for others.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
for some
that's
people,
true too.
It becomes like a thing you can win and lose at. And then it can become obsessive. Macro tracking is like a hammer. You can use it to build your home. It can be in the corner collecting dust and you never use it. Or you could use it to cause bodily harm. it comes down to self-awareness, which is one reason why macro tracking I find to be so polarizing. You will find countless examples online of people who use macro tracking to get to their goals. But unfortunately, you'll find the equal number of people who did it and it led.
I know, they're so cute though. They're just so cute. Oh my gosh. That's totally fair. I know. Oh, they're so cute though.
Down to a place of restricted eating that actually led them down to the path of developing an ED. And even one reason I wanted to make this video is both things can be true. Everyone's fitness journey is so different. Some people need to learn that food is just food. It is not moral. Of course, it's different if you're vegan, but it's not good or it's not bad. It doesn't make you a good or bad person for eating a cookie.
Good point,
It's
good point.
social, it's enjoyable. Eating food can be fun, and some people need to learn that. On the flip side, some people do need to learn to be more aware of what they put in their body and how it specifically affects their body. And just like finance, work, relationships, it's a spectrum of where people fall on that. Now, there's two main big harms with macro tracking. One is its connection with EDs. There is countless studies connecting using calorie tracking apps with EDs. Now, I don't want to dive too much into this because it's above my scope of practice, and I want to respect therapists, registered dietitians, and those suffering with it. But you can find countless examples, and one thing I will just say, seeing examples online, talking to friends and people who know suffer with it, it is a little bit of the chicken and the egg. Some people counting calories will be the pipeline to EDs. And then on the flip side, people who develop EDs are naturally drawn to these calorie tracking apps. And then there's
True.
also things like orthorexia and like this obsession with eating really healthy, with macros. So they're all kind of linked in there. So it's something to be aware of yourself. The second harm, as much as it'd be fun to just have white rice and Pop-Tarts as your carb sources, if you don't have vitamin C, you develop something called scurvy. So also making sure to have enough micronutrients. Yes, each of the macronutrients can also have micronutrients. For example, a lot of fruit and vegetables, which are a carb source, have vitamins like vitamin C. So that's why if you're going to track calories, if you're going to track macros, one of the biggest things you have to be aware of is you also need a wide variety of food sources to make sure you're getting your micronutrients. And that's why a lot of registered dietitians would promote, it's not about demonizing processed foods, but realize processed foods are typically lacking in micronutrients. So what does that mean for you and your daily life? It can teach you what a balanced plate really looks like, and specifically fiber, because we all need more fiber. And versus just calorie tracking, it can give you a better idea of like quality versus quantity of foods to some extent, but also kind of where it falls short, because
I mainly just do whole foods and cook from scratch because I'm cheap. Too expensive to buy these processed foods. Totally fair. I'm not sure where you're from, but even like the like Whole Foods or like yeah, anyways, Whole Foods like in my area, like it's so expensive over here too. But totally like it is a little bit less than processed foods. I do like how she's not demonizing processed foods. Obviously, our goal here is to have as much whole foods as we can, but honestly, processed foods, if you need the help, especially with supplementing, that is totally fine. Also, unfortunately, our life, at least on the West here, is like, it is what it is. Like, everything is basically processed, unfortunately, and it sucks. It sucks to hear. It is what it is. So it's kind of hard to, demonize processed foods. But yeah, you're from the Nordic region, just like her, or the YouTube video? Oh, okay. So yeah, she is from Canada, from what I understand, and then her fiance is from Sweden, it looks like. And then I don't know where she is right now, but yeah. Oh, awesome. That's so sick. Do you like it over there? That's awesome.
we have to be aware of like processed versus unprocessed food. I'm not anti-processed food. Now, I'm not a registered dietitian, but I think they have their time and place and their enjoyment factor.
Exactly.
But we still have to be mindful of getting in the good stuff. It's not demonizing things like cookies. It's making sure, for example, your
sashimi.
Like omega-3s that have a lot of health benefits. And it can also help educate you on your goals for the future. For example, fiber. If you're someone trying to lose weight, you will want to make sure more of your carbs are higher in fiber first, so you hit your fiber goals, and it will keep you fuller longer.
Yep.
Because when you're in a calorie deficit, you don't have as many calories to work with.
Mhm.
But if you're an endurance athlete, trying to get all your carbs in the day from whole food sources is going to be miserable.
It is going to
Your
be tough.
gut is going to hurt. I have been there. And so guess what? You need a lot more simple carbs that are easy to digest and just take up less room in your stomach, and also not so high in fiber that you're eating 100 grams of fiber a day.
Also, it just like helps you, it just helps like get absorbed into your body faster if you like for your run or whatever activity you're doing, especially with long endurance. Like it's just like faster in general. Ah, I see. That explains the Swedish location. Yeah, I didn't even like think of that. Thank you for pointing that out.
Because, ouch. And maybe ask yourself, what is most important to be the healthiest self and perform at your absolute best? Do you have the mental capacity right now to calculate every single thing you eat? Or do you have a goal that really involves you monitoring your energy balance every single day? And is it sustainable? And maybe this is something you just do for a week to educate yourself on really understanding what's in your food. And then after that time, you step away. Which brings me to, who is macro tracking actually for? It's for short-term alignment with a very specific goal. Medical need.
I am up north. We eat a lot of rye bread and flatbreads here. I get like 20 to 35 grams of fiber per day from that alone. Wow. That's awesome. That's a good amount. That's great. Wow.
It's training
Damn.
and other similar things. It can help make sure you're not under fueling if you suddenly have increased your energy expenditure a lot, like doing a marathon. This is great for someone who's never paid attention to protein and doesn't really understand how it fits in your day. Doing it for a couple days can give you an eyesight of what a proper portion of protein looks like. Similar to an athlete who's suddenly expending a lot more energy, knowing how much carbs they actually need to add to every meal to make sure they're getting enough. Just like if you're increasing your energy expenditure a ton, you would need to eat more, you're probably needing to drink a lot more. And also when you have to drink a lot more, it's like we're talking about macros, the nutrients, you also want to make sure you're getting enough electrolytes. Which brings me to today's sponsor, Element. Because the science-based ratio of 1,000 milligrams sodium, 200 milligrams potassium, and 60 milligrams.
We'll let that run. But yeah, no, that's perfect. This might be the last video for today, unfortunately, and last what's it called? Sorry, a little bit done for the stream for today. I have some work to do, unfortunately. It's the middle of the day for me. Sometimes this is a good time to stream, sometimes it's not. It really depends on the day or on the week. But unfortunately today it's gonna be a little bit less, and that's okay. But at least we are streaming and we're here. I am very curious about Element, to be honest, in general. It's always funny to me when comparing the men and women's side of content. Fancy girl dinner plates. That's actually very true and funny. Kind of like from when Will Tenney, right? To this.
Registered dietitian, so I can really specifically say you need to macro track.
While the boys just show you how to down a bucket of rice with great ball. Mincemeat.
I can't give you actual
That's
nutrition
fair.
advice
That's
in
fair.
that
That's
sense.
actually
But
so
I do
funny.
wanna give some
A little bit more
caveats
aesthetics.
if you decide you want to do this. One is like approach it with a sense of curiosity. Don't test it as this like yes or no thing. Just be like, oh, I'm curious about things. It is an educational tool. It is not law. And if you're going to do it, maybe give yourself a timeline. I'm going to do it for a week. I'm going to do it 2 weeks, and then I'm going to step away with knowing I gained all that knowledge. And before you do, ask yourself, is this something I want to do the rest of my life? And know if you have an addictive personality, myself included, I have that kind of personality. It can be a slippery slope to go down. But some things to consider, who I would imagine would benefit from the most is those who frustrate with diets and they're constantly going on and off. And I heard this and this, and one of the best things about macro tracking and just at least understanding macronutrients.
Honestly, nutrition specifically is so confusing online. Like, I don't know if it's just me and like I'm just learning kind of the whole nutrition world compared to just like exercising, but like the online world when it comes to nutrition is so messy and there's just so much to it that I get so confused. Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I'm glad. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. But yeah, so like if nutrition can get messy, so tracking sometimes and then like making it so it's for you is very important. Well, it's just so hard to find accurate information these days. It is like even for me, like when I'm looking around or trying to do something or get inspired or looking for certain exercises for a certain thing or a certain client, um, it does like boggle my mind. And then like people are so like on the like ends of like the spectrum of certain exercises or like opinions, and it's like why are we so like adamant about this when everyone is so different? For example, you live um like up north, you get a lot of fiber a little bit more easily compared to, I guess, people here, because what's available to us in the west is just like whatever processed food is on the shelf and whatever is kind of like on our eye line, and like it's a capitalist society, so we just kind of whatever is there is the dominant brand, I guess, and we just kind of pick it up for the most part sometimes. Yeah, so everything is just so different. Everyone is different, especially depending where they live and who they are, what they are going through. But yeah, her tips are very good. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh my gosh.
Is you no longer really ever need to go on a diet because you just know what food is actually made of. You don't need this miracle cure because you understand.
You do start to understand like how much food you need after tracking for a little bit. I would say like you would have to do it for at least a month, unfortunately, to get more of an idea. I would personally go for like even like 3 to 4 months if you can, if you're comfortable tracking. Only if you're comfortable tracking, or like are okay with it. It would be more beneficial if it was for a little bit longer.
How nutrition works. Or if you just struggle with portion control, you can do it without macro tracking, but a lot of people find benefits from it there. Now, you decide to do it. What I feel a lot of people get wrong when they do macro tracking, and I'm just seeing in the general zeitgeist online, is being too precise. Now, if you're a bodybuilder training, yes, you have to be precise, but I actually say it's not a specific macro tracking that makes the bodybuilders accurate. It's that they're eating the same things in the same quantities. So it's not that their macro tracking is accurate, their food portions are accurate. Like I said earlier in this video, there is
Oh my gosh, that food looks really good and actually like so healthy looking.
so much variety.
No worries. I saw the profile pic and said to myself, of course it's a CS player in the fitness section, but was fun to hang out. Okay, I do play CS. I just started playing. I'm really bad, but I will be playing CS eventually for sure. Well, it's nice that you came to hang out. I'm glad you had fun. I will be playing CS for sure. Don't worry.
In macro tracking, so you could have all this effort. You're doing everything precisely, every single down to the gram in MyFitnessPal, and still be 500 calories off because of nutrition labels and everything we talked about before. So like you said, it's a tool, but if you're
I mean, it's a stereotype, at least here in Europe. Really? I didn't know that. That's kind of funny, actually. I actually didn't know that. Huh.
being there being like, oh, exact. I'm like, don't. You got a lot of other things to focus on. Which leads me to people like that who can be very precise, is realize you are opening Pandora's box. And for some of you, inside this box is a...
If you see someone with a fire serpent, aka skin, you know the player has a tank top and a bench press in the room. Okay, that's all I'm gonna think about now when I see that. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Honestly, CS has been tough for me. I'm so scared to like get ranked on Premier. But yeah, I like CS a lot, honestly.
Life of freedom. It teaches you that you can have any food. Pop-Tarts aren't bad, they just lack some fiber. And it will also teach you how to fuel yourself properly. But on the flip side, some people open Pandora's box and it will churn their mother's homemade blueberry muffins that you've loved so much growing up into a numerical number like your calculus homework. Lastly, I'm going to give you some advice from an actual professional. From the article, We Asked a Dietitian How to Track Macros Efficiently by Maggie O'Neill. Leah Barron, registered dietitian at Baseline Lifestyle Co. Here are some questions to ask yourself. What combinations of macros help me feel full the longest? 2. What combinations of macros do I find the most satisfying? What happens to my energy levels when I increase my carbohydrate intake? What happens to my appetite when I eat more protein at breakfast? Because your goal...
When you eat more protein at breakfast, you stay full longer throughout the day. So it is a good time to have protein and high fiber foods at the start of your day.
isn't to track macros the rest of your life, but rather understand what combinations of food allow you to feel your best. So you can ideally eat intuitively in your future, but with a better understanding of portions that work for your body. So macro tracking, you now know what it is and why it's popular and why some people see the benefits. It, at the end of the day, is what nutrition is. You're gonna hear saying like no carb, and now you're gonna be like, oh, it's a way to be in a calorie deficit. Egg diet, it's a way to be in a calorie deficit. Paleo, way to be in a calorie deficit. You'll realize that's what it all is. And at the end of the day, it's about figuring out what works best for you. I'm not a registered dietitian once again, but I do feel it will help you understand if you do better high carb, high fat, really work out. And then next time you see a diet, you'll just be like, oh, that's just branding for a calorie deficit and a way to stay.
Just like intermittent fasting.
Stay within that calorie deficit. But unfortunately, no one talks about the fourth macro. Alcohol. Yeah, fun fact, there's a fourth macro, and it's alcohol. The funnest one. So which all leads me to, at the end of the day, make sure your nutrition, however you eat, makes you feel the best, and you include the things you enjoy in your life. And if macro tracking allows you to eat a cookie guilt-free, it's great. But if you will not eat a cookie that you really want because it does not fit in your macros, time to reassess. I was going to say something, but what fits in everyone's macros is, and I make a dog joke, and that is horrid. That would have been an awful transition. Moral of the story, I just want to do this video because I remember in the If It Fits Your Macros days, that was the pipeline. I see a lot of people now, a lot of millennials who have weird relationships with food because of If It Fits Your Macros, because then everything became calculated. At the same time, I have many friends who temporarily track macros and now live a very balanced life with just an idea of like, oh yeah, I need protein at most of my meals and I need carbs and healthy fats. On the flip side, I do know countless examples of it has ruined people's relationship with food. And I cannot give you the answer for that because you have to know your own personality. Just realize if you want to go down this path, you're opening Pandora's box.
Totally. Okay, let's see here. Sorry. Well, thank you for the follow. And for hanging out, it really means a lot. So unfortunately, just due to life, I have to shorten the stream and work, but that's okay. I had a fun time. Thank you so much for hanging out. Hopefully these videos were fun. I did want to play some games today as well, but it just didn't work out in terms of timing. But yeah, I will most likely be actually not live this Friday, but I will be live next Tuesday for sure, and then go from there. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I hope everyone has a good rest of your day. And if you have any questions, just let me know. You can just, DM me on Instagram if it is like fitness related. But I do want to play some more games and anything like that. Yeah, it was a fun hangout. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Take care. Take care to you too. I hope everyone has, a good rest of the day, whether it's nighttime or daytime or morning. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out. That was really fun. That was so fun. Thank you. Bye.